I say specialization course on UI UX design. Yes, I'm super excited of those that took their time to join us today. Hi, Gabriel, I can see you there. Hi, Debbie Brown. It's so nice of you to join us today. Um, yes, this is super great. Uh, yeah, okay, so uh, who's excited? If you're excited, just type in the comments. I'm excited about today's session. Yep, uh, excited. Who's excited? I want to see your comments. If you're excited about joining today's session, let me see your comments. Yesterday was super great, super interactive. We were able to come up with um, wireframes. We were able to come up with some of our iFi designs. Like yesterday was so good. I believe a lot of people learned a lot of things. So I'm here to see your designs on social media. I believe some of you have posted that already. So as you're joining us today, I'm really excited. So once again, I am Damilola and I'm a UI design tutor here at Creative Ferry Academy. So now at Creative Ferry Academy, what we do basically is we train individuals into professionals with our specialization courses. And that course comes with very intensive mentorship and a ton of video resources made by our different tutors. So you can check out the link in the description below to find out more about the UI specialization program in which I tutor. Yes, so let's begin today's session. Um, so first, I want to see our comments. How are we doing from yesterday? Um, is there anyone that would like to share anything that they were able to achieve after yesterday's session? Did you encounter any difficulty? Like before I proceed into this session, I just want to hear um, all of your comments. I just want to hear all of the difficulties you encountered so that I don't miss out on anything. So while that is coming in, I'd like those of us that have joined or that are listening to me right now, just pick up your phone and just send a tweet. Just pick up your phone, go to Twitter and tweet. Say something interesting about what you've learned so far on this introduction to UI UX design sessions we'll be having for the past 2 days now. This is the third day. So just pick up your phone, go to Twitter, write something interesting, and tag Creative Ferry Academy. Creative Ferry at Creative Ferry. Just start at Creative Ferry. Look forward to seeing your tweets. Yes, so while we wait for questions, I believe some of us should have questions. I don't want to just jump into this session without hearing your questions or without answering your questions. So I would like to um, answer your questions very quickly before we move ahead. Was there anyone that had any form of difficulty doing all of the different things we did yesterday, from the wireframing to the mood board to creating user flows to even up to choosing your colors and hi-fi design? Was there anyone that had any difficulty doing all of that? If there was, I would like to know. I would like to know. At the same time, I would like to also see your tweets with the different designs you've been able to come up with. Udruz Media, I see you there. Dara, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us again today. Yes, this is very exciting to see you again today. Wow, I'm so excited. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. For your comments. I'm waiting for your comments. Okay, if you don't have questions, you can just type in no questions for now. Let's continue. Yeah. Let's continue. Let me see some. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue in the comments. So I'll proceed with what we have today. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, I'm waiting for comments. Let me check comments. No new comments yet. Believe we're already then. Uh, I believe we're all ready and we're all ready to jump into today's session. But still, before I do that, I would still want to see our comments. So at any point when my videos get blurry, just let me know. So I just setting from here, but I believe we all should be great now. No questions from Andrew Media. Okay. Any other person similar? No questions. Um, I would like to know before I proceed. I believe everyone should be good. Yesterday's session was very great and I believe well explanatory. So in today's session, we'll let me just share the curriculum what we'll be treating today before I move ahead. Okay, so where is my curriculum? Yeah, hope you can all see my screen. Yeah, day three. Yeah, finally we're here. So day three. So we're wrapping up. So I'm talking about prototyping. Why do I have that typographic error? Sorry about that. So I'm talking about prototyping, and at the same time, I'm talking about presentation, like how you present your designs. Next part today, we're talking about, I'll be taking questions, any questions you have so far. Then we'll be having some further discussions, like talking about the specialization course, what the curriculum looks like. We'll be talking about the reviews we've gotten so far about the course, and as well, we're talking about the Creative Ferry community and the mentorship program. Yes, so that's what we'll be covering today. So, where should we begin with? All right, so I'll just take you through the different screens I have um, designed. You can bring pictures to your design. Okay, Debbie, I'm seeing that now. All right, so yesterday what I did was, if for instance I have a rectangle and I want this to be changed to an image, all I have to do is click on this fill here, change it to image, right? Then I choose my image, the image I want to use, whichever image I feel like using. Yeah, so pick whatever image I feel like using, and this is it. Another way to place images, come to your um, layers here, your different shapes. You have this thing here that says place image. So clicking on it takes you to your files and folders. Click on the image you want, click on open, then you see this displaying right here, um, following your cursor. Whichever place you put it, your your image covers that particular place. um yeah, so that's basically how to place images. There are other methods of how to like bring in images. um yeah, there are several other methods of bringing in images on Figma. Or yeah, I think those two should do for now. Is there a particular picture file format that can be used on Figma? Okay, JPEG, JPG, JPEG, PNGs, SVGs, GIFs, even GIFs are allowed on Figma. Yes, so you can import a particular GIF on Figma. Yes. So, David Brown, did I answer your question? Let me know if I did. Let me know if you have further questions. Yeah, so yesterday we had our splash screen. We had our first onboarding screen, our second onboarding screen. Okay, so we had our third onboarding screen. Right, so I don't have here this here. So this our third onboarding screen. The next we had our register accounts screen. We had our login screen. So for register account screen, this password here, I would like to bring an eye, an eye, an eye icon. Oh, show password. Show me the password I'm typing. You know what I mean? Yeah, so just bringing in an eye icon. Okay, so I'm getting packs here. I want icons. Um, I search for I, and let's see which one should we use. I think this works well. This should do. Alright, already did that. Okay, I'm bringing that in. Changing the size. Um, just follow through. If you have questions, I'm going to answer them. Um, I'm going to answer them. No worries. But I just want you to know this first. Okay, so um, I know a lot of us know understand what this means here, right? So if you're typing your password, it would normally come in star or what do I call it now? It's come in dots. Either way, it was developed. So you like toggle this icon here to show your password. Okay, yeah, Debbie answered the question. Good. Um, all right. So in design, when you're designing in Q2, there's something called this is the label name. There's something called placeholder. Placeholder. Let me change this size to 14. Let me change the color to something grayish. Oh, I use the email on this. Okay, good. Phone number. Just order text. And password. Just have some star, depending on like the number of digits you want them to have. So there are a lot of things you actually need to know actually when designing input fields. May not be able to talk about all of them right now, but um, if you take your time to you look at the specialization course, you definitely understand all of that. You definitely get an insight of what all of these are. Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing some touch-ups to my design. Just trying to do some touch-ups to the different screens that I have designed. I don't know. So let me know, everyone, in comment sections, what were the different screen names you were able to design after yesterday's class. Were you able to design anything? If you were, just say yes, then type out the screen you were able to design. If you're able to design splash screen, type out splash screen, type out register account, or if you're able to design onboarding screens, type out onboarding screens. If you were able to design your login screen, type out login screen. Then if you were able to get to your home screen, also type that out. I would like to see them. I would really like to see them. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, so now I'm here to my home screen. We all know what this is. A menu, a profile image will be here. Okay, my love. Where did the love go to? So, in design, something about alignment is so important. Like, you don't even want to you want to ensure that all of your elements are aligned properly, so it's easy for you to, so that nothing is distorted or nothing is like disarranged and all of that. Okay, so I'm trying to do something here, like to create a sort of like category for users to be able to pick. All right, so I'm going to replace this with some images. So there's a function on Figma called the max tool. So I'm not really emphasizing on it, or I'm not really going to say so much on it. But basically, it's the max tool that's allowing me to be able to max these two images together and get what I want in the exact size I want it. So for image, a lot of image manipulation tools we can use on Figma. You have the crop, you have the max, you have a lot of other things you can actually do. Um, a lot of other things you can actually do here on Figma. As a designer, you would definitely want to know about all of this. Definitely, you want to know about all of this. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to create a sort of category at the top here. So I didn't want to design that while you were away. I wanted us to do that together. So I would pick out some rectangles, some rectangles here. Let's use a radius of 7. Okay, then I'll pick up some of my images here. I'll choose this one. Okay, I don't know if you want me to choose an image. I just want to place the image in it. Okay, let's see. No, right. I'm just going to be reducing the size. So I'm using a lot of the scale tool. Remember I talked about the scale tool to be able to resize your elements like proportionally. So I just use the scale tool now to reduce the size of this particular thing here, image, and I want to use the max tool now to max this image. So I'm trying to create some sort of what do I call it now? I'm trying to create some sort of category per se. So better still, why don't I pick the images since I already know the images I want to use. I want to use this and this. Put them side by side. Ensure they're the same height. I think they are um, 263, 264. All right, just adjusting that a bit. Okay, I'm bringing them here. And I'm using my scale tool to reduce their sizes equally. So I'm trying to create some sort of categories. Some sort of categories, or I don't want to call them collections now. Yeah, some form of categories in such a way that um, this is they're both food items. So I don't even know what sort of categories to classify them into, but I know I want to create categories for them. Okay, you can use your crop to crop out this image, just to have your exact size. I'll use the crop tool for this other one. No, I'm not showing the image. I want to crop it out. Okay. Ingredients: fresh food. I might have the last one here. It's no longer inside the frame. I'm bringing that back in. All right. So if you want to see things that are outside the frame, you just unclip the content. I don't know. I'm not really emphasizing on a lot of things because I would want you all to check specialization because here is with the limited time we have and with the what do I call it now? Limited time we have and with the limited scope we're choosing. Yeah, these are like the different things we'll be able to accomplish. Just watch me as I design, and you see how interesting like UI UX can actually be. Yeah, so I have my categories of items. They're all outside the frame. Yeah. And I have this other one here. Okay. Are we ready? All right. This my own page. I also have a page for bananas. I don't know what descriptions I can actually give to bananas. Wait, can I? Will I say how to steal some descriptions from here? I don't even know. Let me see if I can check out some description. Um, do they have any description? Let's see. Yeah, I can actually get some. As you know, as I said, if if you don't know the right words to use for your design, instead of using um, just leaving it blank or whatnot, you can actually get some sample designs or sample text that you can use. You can get some sample text from your computer sites that you can actually make use of. That's a very wonderful trick that you would definitely find interesting. So I'm just putting a C more, more, changing the color. Alright, so yeah, pretty good. Alignments, don't forget, everybody. Alignment is very important. Very, very, I, I emphasize on it a lot, a whole lot. So you may be wondering, oh, how am I moving this in? How are those red lines showing up? How am I getting all of these things? Yes, I'm holding my Alt key down, alternate key down, while I over on those items, so I can see the distance from of the item to the surrounding layers. Um, yeah, are we still following? If you're following, just type I'm following in the comments. Just type I'm following in the comments. I would really like to know if we are on the same page. Yeah, I would just love to know if we're still on the same page. Okay. If you're having any difficulty understanding anything I'm saying, just let me know. Um, yeah, I would love to know that. Okay, lastly, I'm rounding up my designs now because I want rounding up my designs. Yeah, let's see this. Okay, I'm just going to clear up my design body bits. So I have all of my designs here. Okay, following. Option on map. Yeah, Udrid Media option. Yeah, alt or option. Yeah, that. Okay. All right. So now that I've shown you the different screens that I have, let's go into prototyping. So there's this tab here. Um, beside. I don't know if you can see where my cursor is. Let me know once you can. Beside design, there's prototype, then there's code. So we're going to concentrate now on this prototype tab. Yes, so clicking on prototype, this can select a device. For me, I'll be selecting iPhone X. iPhone X, you can change the color depending on the device you want. iPhone X. Then you can select a background for your display. I'll be selecting my green background. Yeah, so you see some instructions down here. To create a connection, select a frame or object in a frame and use the circular node to drag a connection to another frame. So yesterday what I mentioned a prototype is like making an interactive just um prototyping your screens is just for you to create an interaction between all of your screens. How does one person move from one screen to another? Just showing the flow of the different screens. Yeah, that's basically what this prototyping is about. So we're going to prototype all of our screens together for you to be able to see how that looks. All right, so starting from the splash screen. So you can see this node here, right? So this would be my first screen. I want this to be my first screen. Um, I would link it to my second screen. So you can put in any animation you want it to have, whether you want it to slide in, slide out, push it, and there are different animation you can use. There are also different interaction. Is it when they tap on it, when they drag it, like how how do you want all of that to happen? I don't know. I can't really go into details of all of this, but each of these functions, each of all of these things represents, they are all discussed um in the specialized iOS course. You might want to check out the link um, in the description below. So yes, I've linked that to my onboarding screen. I want to link this first onboarding screen to the second one. Um, so I want that to smart animate. Hmm. So yes, linking the third one, smart animate too. All right. So in the third one, I have login, register. Okay. So I want to change the size of this to 16. All right, this is not great. The this okay, good. Right, back. So login would go to login page. I don't want to smart animate. So let's go. Register will go to registration page. From login, you can from registration page you can go to login. Basically, it's just how you made your user flow. So that's the same way you prototype all of this. The same what you did in your user flow. That's the same flow you're going to give it here. So if I had a forgot password page or a forgot password screen, I'll just link this to the forgot password screen. But currently, I don't have the screen. So upon login, it should take me to the home page, right? Yes, it should take me to the home page. Um, if I click my menu, I don't have a menu yet. Okay, I can quickly design one. Let's see. Let's see. Um, I want to design a menu. The menu will have like a profile picture at the top here, probably increased in size, profile name and bottom here. And let's add a line. You see how design is like pretty straightforward, right? You you basically just following, oh, what's in your head. You're following all the different things you've seen in different places. Oh, how did they go about it? How did they do that? How did they do this? How did they do that? Yeah. Yeah, so this the different things I just want to have them in my menu. Nothing so special. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have my menu. So see how fast and easy that was. You can try that out as well. Yeah, I have my menu. Mm, I want to have a close icon here. It's up here. Okay, I will still be me. I want to see your. Is there an add to cart section on the design? Um, yes, there is an add to cart section, and there is a cart section. Can we see it? Yeah, this is it. There is a cart section here. All right. So where did we stop in the prototyping? Okay, we stopped at home page. So first of all, let me present the prototype, the one we've done so far. You see this play button here, or play icon, present icon beside your share. I hope we can all see it in our different Figma files. Okay, just click on it. You see that it's loading. Let's wait for it to load. Yep. Okay, something interesting is happening. All right, so I'm restarting this. Okay, can we all see my screen? Can we all see? Yeah. So this is the first screen, our splash screen. This is where the app would start from. So I click on this. Oh, I see the first page. Yeah, I can decide to skip. So if I decide to skip, so let me show you what happens. If I decide to skip, what should happen? Let it just take me to this last page here where I click on register or login. So I just go to the next one. It's the last one here. So as I said, you can use images, any type of images, as long as it's related to what you are designing, right? Don't forget that once it's related, You need to get perfect images that are related to what you're designing. Okay, so we have login, we have register. So let me click on register. So I fill in my first name, my email, my phone number, and I set my password. I click on the register button. Or I already have that, I go to login, fill in my email, my password, then I log in. Yeah, so I'm logged in right now. So some of my images I'm not loading. So let's go back and check what is happening. Okay, so here's my first image. Why is it not loading? I'm not sure why it's not. It's inside my frame. You have to first of all check that it's inside the frame and all of that. So it's probably internet that is delaying it from loading now. But yeah, let's see. Try to reload the page. You have to ensure all of your, I just want to be sure all of my images are loading properly. Hmm. Okay, so still the same thing. Oh, it's coming in, coming in, it's coming in. I'm waiting for my bananas and my meat. Why is it taking too much time? Internet connection. My meat, banana. Alright. So you see this particular section that I created here. In Figma, there's something called horizontal scrolling. You know, some apps where you can scroll to the right to see the different sections or the different categories. Yeah, that's something I want to create in this part. So how do you do that? All I have to do is group all of these elements together. You click on one to select it, hold your shift key down, click on the others, right? Um, let's ensure they are properly spaced. Now I'm going to group them, Control G or Command G, Windows or Mac. At the same time, from my group, I'm going to make them a frame. What I do, I selected this group here and I'm going to make it a frame. Right, I would then go to my prototype screen. I'll go to overflow behavior and I'm going to change that to from node scrolling to horizontal scrolling. So if you see this here, when you select horizontal scrolling, you see this here. So it's saying for scrolling to work on this frame, the content needs to be bigger than the frame. So what you have to do is to hold your command key down or your control key, whichever operating system you're using, then just reduce the size of the frame. You see that that black dots or I've reduced, right? Yes. So we have our horizontal scrolling. Just snap it to the edge of the frame. So let's see how that actually plays out or how that shows in our design. Okay, so horizontal scrolling. Can we see this? Uh, yeah. Let me know if anyone can get this. I'd really love to see your comments. I would love to see if you can do this. If you have any questions, I can take that part again. I can take the part again. Let me just do it again. Just Ctrl Z. Alright, what did I do first? I selected the three, I grouped them. From grouped, I changed it to a frame. Then I went to prototype, I went to overflow behavior, I went to horizontal scrolling. I held my command key down while I snapped my frame to the edge of the mother frame or the parent frame. Yes, and Yeah, I have my horizontal scrolling. Can we see that? Isn't it interesting? It's very interesting, right? So same way for vertical scrolling as well. You see how I have some elements outside here? Yeah, I can do the same thing for that as well. So group your, so you either increase your frame to where you want it to end. Yeah, so for vertical is what I just do, just increase the frame. Command key. Don't forget to hold your command key when you're increasing it. So let's see now. Alright, it's trying to load up. So you see that the changes are automatically being updated. That's because Figma saves your work to the cloud as long as you're connected to the internet. Yeah, you don't even have to press Control Save or Control S. If you press Control S, Figma will tell you, "Oh, sorry, we save your work automatically." Yeah, something like that. Or page or responsive, so that should be internet. So I'll just wait. Um, yeah, I think it's back now. Are you back? I back, but she still keep waiting. All right. All right. I think it's back. All right. Yeah, it's back. Okay. So what's wrong here? Yeah. Um. If there are any questions, just stop me along the way. Please, can I take the horizontal scrolling again? All right. Yes, I can. So I've selected the three items. I made it a group. I select the group and make it a frame. I go to prototype, I go to overflow behavior, I go to horizontal scrolling. I have this dot here or information black dot that says for scrolling to work on this frame, the content needs to be bigger than the frame. Yes. So I hold my command key down while I snap that particular horizontal scrolling frame to the edge of the Figma parent frame. Yeah, that's basically it. Then I have my scrolling. Also, I have my scrolling. Wow, the images on the right hand side not loading. I would look cool. I don't know why. Yeah, let me try to replace them with another image or other images. I don't know why it's not showing. What did I do? Why are you not showing? Yeah, are you showing now? No, not. Okay. Probably doesn't want to be nice to me, right? How they call this thing again? I don't remember the name. I know it's one vegetable like that. You can help me out with the name of this green looking thing. Yeah. Okay. So we're done prototyping our home page. So now I want to link our product detail page. You see where I have bananas. So I'm just going to click on bananas, right? I will go to prototype, click on bananas, and just link the bananas group to um to this product details page. And instead of this bag here, a lot of people might not understand the meaning of this bag. What I will do, you should change that there to an add to cart button. Yeah, so I linked my banana to my banana page. So here I either have a cancel button or I have a back arrow. I think I'll prefer a back arrow. So I just go here, get an arrow icon, want it to face the other way. I flip. What might wait? Okay, flip horizontal. Yes, I'm flipping horizontal. You need to go horizontal. All right. Well, is it black? Let me use black then. Not black. Am I using here? Either way. Let me know. Anybody? Any questions? Omalayo, after the horizontal scrolling again, let me know if you got it this time. If you have questions, do let me know. Okay. Um. Yes. So I linked my banana to my banana prototype product detail page. Um. So down here. Okay. So my menu. All right. So my menu. I want to link my menu to my menu page. Just link it, my menu page. But I don't just want it to link just like that. I want it to be an overlay, like a modal. It comes on top, just slides in on top of like the main page. So I'm going to change it to open overlay. And instead of centered, I'm going to make a manual. And I'll put a background like on top of the previous one and close when clicking outside. Don't worry if you don't get it yet. Our time is like very limited. So don't forget to check out the specialization course. Like I would really love you to do that. I tutored the course. It's a specialization course on UI UX. I covered all of this in detail. So yeah, do check it out. Check it out. Don't forget the link is in the description. Okay, so my banana is not still loading. What did I do? All right, pretty much internet. Okay, so my banana. Uh, right. Okay, so this is supposed to be displaying my banana. I don't know why all of these images are not displaying. Um, Probably I did something wrong, which I doubt. Let's see. Banana. See, I'm using another image now. If it's not to display, then it's internet. Then okay, I've not linked my back button. Back button should go back. Go back. Banana, why are you not loading? Let me reload my prototype screen again and see. Internet, please be better. So yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, while that is loading, let's just link up all of our screens properly. So I had to cut these are cut screen. So from our menu, home goes to home, search goes to search. My basket is more like let me change this to carts. Have the same terminology. My basket is carts. Profile. I don't have profile page yet. And yeah, so checkout just goes to checkout. Checkout goes to checkout. So look at this. So this here, I made it a component, something on Figma called component. So what components allows you to do, right, is to be able to make those things you know that, oh, I'm going to reuse like a lot of times in during this design, make them into components, right? It helps you in so many ways. So many ways. I'm going to be able to discuss them in detail now, but yeah, feel free to check out my course and you will learn a lot about them. So now I'm going to prototype this. This should go to my own page. This should go to search. This should go to my basket. Yeah. All right. How is my prototype looking now? Well, look at this. You enjoying the view? So this is basically how prototyping works. It's how prototyping works. Alright, waiting for this to load. Okay, let's start again. Now all my pictures are not displaying. Wow. How bad is the network connection? Okay. Now all my images refuse to display, right? Okay. Give it a few moments. It should display well in a few minutes. Let me just create my final screen. Um, it's going to be a modal that says, "Oh, congratulations! Added to cart." Successful. Is it double C or successful? Successfully. Successful. Successful order. Let's see that. Nothing. Okay. I'm going to go with successful then. Um, which of the icons should I pick? Da, 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 da. Okay, I think this looks nice. Right, producing that. Changing color. Yeah. Um, successful. Yay. Yay. Successful. 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 Right, let's see that. So when I click on proceed, well, you should go to payment, you should go to my summary, and at the long run, it should bring this pop up here. that says successful. All right. What's happening? Why network can be that bad? So we've seen it. I'm just going to wait a while for this to load properly with my images. Then I'll take you through the prototype screens one more time. Then we'll move on to the next item on our list. Reload. Come up with come up with the images, please. No, like you can't be doing this. No. Ah, so this loads well. All of this looks well. At the size of the image dot large. Okay, it's coming up. Yay! Not everything. Yeah, this one is up. Strawberries is up, but others are not. Let's just give it a while. Yeah, chicks. Because I'm streaming, it's taking a lot of bandwidth. Yeah. Alright, so we have our screens that was designed. Yeah, look at that. Okay, while that takes its time to load properly, I'll be showing you. Okay, after you've finished designing, okay, you've prototyped to send this out there. So you see, when we went to dribble.com yesterday, um, there were different ways people displayed their, what do I call it now, their apps. So for instance, look at this one, right? Look at this. So we're doing something like this for our screen. This. Yeah, so doing something like this. I'll be displaying our screen in this manner. All right, what do you do? First thing you do is to go to frame, social media, dribble shots HD. So I like using 1600 by 1200 for my dribble shots. I would like to put a rectangle here to be my background. Use a light green, very light green. Then I would like to bring in my major screens into this. Um, yep, this into this. I'm going to reduce this right here. Okay. Are we following? Yeah, so I'm going to reduce this. I just want to show you how presentation of your designs can be done. You have two screens. I think a touch screen would do. Okay. See how this will display. This moved down a bit. Let's move this down. Okay, so let's try Too much. Yep. 20. A little bit okay. Mm, slight put a different white background over underneath it. Yeah, I think I should do that first. White background. All right, so it's supposed to be 3, 7 by 8, 1, 2. Supposed to be white. It should have a radius of 20. I see. Yeah, 20. It should. And I'm going to increase this. Okay. Just cut that. Let's see. I'm putting it. No, not underneath. Yeah, you. Okay, it's underneath it, but it's not really showing. Oh, there's anything underneath it. So I have to like put a shadow underneath this. So let's see. What would this stroke do? Hmm, not bad. But no, the stroke is not what I need. I need an effect that will add some sort of shadow to it. Yeah, something like this. Peradventure, we don't need this. Everything has to do with what we're working with. How does this look like? So, of these different things, yeah, they're like things you can work on or things you can design. Let me know if there are any questions so far, right? As this loaded, not yet. My cart goes to carts, my search is not going anywhere yet. My search is supposed to go to search. Why is it not moving? Just to check out. Okay, let me check what my cart says here. Okay, I don't have this. Alright, and look at how the menu displays. So the menu non-linked it everywhere. I'll do that now. Okay, menu. Alright, yeah, this is the menu. I want to reduce this. I'll move it down a bit. Yep. So this is what my menu looks like. My checkout page. And once I'm done, successful. Yeah. Menu. Search. Menu. Cart. Menu. Yeah. Close. Checkout. Proceed. Successful. So we've successfully completed like a product flow for a particular page right now. Right, I'm looking at this background. Let's see how yellow would work. Not bad. Right now I can export this. Let me show you how to export. So like you've designed your screen now. You can export any of the frame. I would go to this right hand side panel here. You see export, it's like the last option there. Click on your plus. You choose this format, any format you want to export it as. I'm going to choose PNG, then I'll click on export. Yeah, this is how it looks like. Can we see this? Yeah, how interesting is this? Very, very cool. Looks very cool, doesn't it? Who agrees with me? Like, this looks really nice. Yeah, I'm just going to make a few adjustments to that. Right, the top time says time. Okay, export. Let me put a text down here to say arts Creative Ferry. Increase this. Now let's export one more time. Let's see how that displayed. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Can we look at that? Can we look at that? Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't really touch on so many things. I didn't really talk on so many things. But yeah, basically that is like basic things you'll be able to cover. I don't know if anyone has any questions. I would like to take your questions now. I'd like to take your questions now before we move. So we're in answering questions phase right now. So I'd like to take your questions. Yeah, so a lot of you might actually be, while we type in our questions, so before they get here, before I have a look at them. So a lot of you might actually be wondering, all right, so like, why should I switch to UI UX? Why are you saying I should change my career path? Well, let's do a Google search together. So let's just search average UI, um, average UI UX. designers, designer salary. Right. But just going to pick the very first average figure we see. Should we use Nigeria? I'm not sure Nigeria would actually work for me. Let me try Glassdoor. Yeah, Glassdoor. Okay, average salary of 8285. So this should definitely be an annual rate. Okay, so let's use that annual rate either way. So converting this to naira, that's like 33 million per year. Okay, let's divide that by 12. Taking you on a journey. So that's like it's 2 million, right? If I'm right. Yeah. Well, I use dollars, so like I'm using the overall world rate, or yeah, something like that. Okay, let me see. I don't know if that's not enough to convince you, but as I mentioned in the very first day, the very first lesson, different manual processes are being made digital, and there is going to be a whole a massive need of UI UX designers to be able to think about all of these processes, to be able to do the research, to be able to come up with all of the different screens that they'll be needing for the digital application. So basically, there would always or continuously be a need for a UIX designer, right? As long as you have the capable skills, as long as you have the extensive knowledge of all of that. That's why I would keep recommending the specialization course on Creative Ferry Academy tutored by myself, and I would want you to check it out. The link is beneath in the description um, text. Yes. So what are we doing next? Let's see. So we're talking about specialization course now. So quickly let me open up the course. So it's bit.ly/learn_UI UX. It's as short as simple as that. Then it takes you to a Google form. Yeah, it takes you to a Google form. Um, let's see. Let's input the email address. Okay. So we're going to have a brief look at the course content. So this is just as I said, a brief look of the course content. The course content is so elaborate, and yeah, it talks about all of these things extensively. So the first topic we discussed in beginner session. So the specialization course consists of the beginner session, the intermediate session, and the advanced session. So in the beginner session, we looked deeply into definition and relevance of UI and UX design. Next thing we talked about extensively is UI design tools. After that, we picked Figma as a tool, and we like saw up all of the functions and all of the interfaces to understand how all of these things work. The next thing we did was to talk about design patterns. As I mentioned when I was talking on the first day, the Z pattern, the F pattern, all of that was talked about. So next, we moved later on to user research and the different methods where you have the qualitative methods, the quantitative methods, all of that was discussed in detail. And we now have our design briefs, our mood boards, our grid systems. Each of these have their different lessons. As I said, we dived deeply into each of these, and this is just the beginner session. We talked about typography, we talked about wireframing, talked about working with colors, iconography, designing forms and tables, which is a very important part of UI design. Designing forms and table is very, very crucial. Working with components in Figma, introduction to responsive design. So responsive design in such a way that, okay, if you are designing for a web platform now, and okay, how would it look like if I'm viewing that platform on my mobile device? So how are you going to design those things? How are you going to make a web application look good on a mobile device? So that's what we talked about. Then we did a full elaborate course on prototyping. Each of these lessons have activities, have tasks that you have to submit at the end of every lesson. But mind you, this course is self-paced, so you can sit at home anytime you're free, look at it, do the tasks, send to the channel, and you get your reviews. So has every lesson has a task. So the same thing for beginner session. Let's look into the intermediate session now. So the intermediate session, we built a web mobile application from the beginning to the end, like a huge application that you'll be building for yourself, and as you like listen to the videos or listen or watch the lessons. So yeah, that's what this session is about. It covers all of the following as well. And now the advanced session, we're like going in depthly into UI UX, as we would be creating 25 different UI samples throughout the session. That's for the advanced session. So during the advanced session, creating 25 UI samples. So it's more like, oh, your portfolio is going to be blown. Like, it's not that when you're done, because then you now start thinking, how do I do my portfolio? The portfolio is going to be elaborate even before you finish up, because 25 UI samples that are top notch. Like, nobody would visit your portfolio and not say, oh wow, what are all of these wonderful things? So that's what the advanced session is going to take us through. So at the end of this process, students will take a final test, for which 70% is the pass mark. And definitely you're going to get a certificate at the end of this at the end of the entire like course. Yeah. So someone is wondering how much is it? Well, you have to look at that and try it out. Yeah, but it's very affordable. It's very um Mount is very affordable. It's very self-paced. All you need is a laptop or a desktop computer. You need internet connection, definitely. Then you need to be on Telegram. The duration is definitely as long as you want. It ranges from 1 to 3 months. Yeah, or as long as you actually want to take the course. Yeah, it's a community. It's a fully mentored program or course. You would have direct access to myself reviewing all of your tasks or all of your activities. Let me just show you how that looks like. Okay, so first, this is the Creative Ferry Academy Telegram channel. Uh, all right, Creative Ferry's Telegram channel. So this is one of the communities, several communities you have access to. We all share different things about our growth, about the different things we're working on the community. So the most important thing now I want to show you is the beginners. So the beginners channel has all of this, and you see I review each and every of the submissions from time to time. You have access to me. I send in voice notes, send in materials. You have mentorship sections, things like, oh, how am I going to start making money as a UI designer, or how am I going to get clients to give me jobs, or how am I supposed to make my CV um, good enough to start applying for jobs? All of those things are questions you can ask me in during the mentorship section. Yeah, so all of those things are the different questions you can ask me during the mentorship sections. The community, the group would always be there for you to drop your activities, submit your activities, your tasks, and get reviews. So now I will just take you through the different positive reviews we've had so far about the course. So let's just so we're going to Instagram and we're going to Creative Ferry. Yeah, I'm just taking you through while your questions come in. Yeah, I'm still waiting for your questions. Yeah, cheese jams. Yeah, I'm so glad that you're able to join us today as well. Yes. So while your question come in, I'm going to take you through the different reviews we've had so far. All right, so starting from the most recent. So every week we pick a student of the week and they tell us what they learned so far and all of that. So, yes, so this is Maria Adeniro, and she's a student of the UX specialization program and a community manager at Late Space. So, no matter what you're currently doing, no matter what role you currently hold, if you have the interest in learning this further, feel free, give it a shot, and you would definitely add a lot of things to your skill set. So journey so far with program. So I dreamed to become just going to be reading this out. So my dream to become a UI UX designer started through the very day I found out about Creative Ferry Academy. I could not have asked for a better platform with such a great and organized teaching and learning concept. When I saw this, I was really amazed. Like, oh, seriously, I was really excited when I saw this. So let me just continue. So the fact that it is self-paced tops it all, as I could wake up at the comfort of my home and get up to work. It's just been 4 weeks now, and I have moved from the beginner session to chapter 4 in the intermediate session, having with me a strong grasp of the fundamentals of UI UX, along with a growing passion to learn more, as there was no chapter without an activity to be submitted afterwards. That's what I said before. Every chapter had an activity. So the tutor, all that I'm gonna say about my own self, is just so excellent at what she does. She breaks down everything. I mean, just every iota in the best ways possible. So she gives her reviews in such an amazing and accommodating way, leaving you with a drive for more excellent. I can't thank you enough, but then I must still say thank you. Yeah, shout out to you, Miriam. Yeah, Miriam. Yeah, that gives it gave me goosebumps the first time I read that. So also, let me just continue. So my colleagues, we Hanat Rocco, to mention a few, they moved up at the speed of light, and this has been one of the greatest motivations as well. They're always ready to help, always willing. What more could I call collaboration but this? So the different students on the platform too are always eager and ready to help you from time to time. So those that are probably moved from beginners to intermediate sessions, they you can call on to them at any time to help you out with any difficulties you are experiencing. But at the same time, I would also be available. But yeah, your colleagues, the learning colleagues, your fellow students are always there to assist you at any point. So last but not least, the brain behind Creative Ferry. I am Ife, that's Ife CBA. Shout out to you, Ife. Yeah. A success story would never be complete without you. When I blow, I'll never forget you. You made my dream come true. You guys don't want to see my first prototyping activity with both vertical and horizontal scrolling. A forgot password overlay moving in at 800 ms, and my header and footer constraints were constrained. Oh my god. So this was my most challenging activity and still an amazing one for me, as I still find it hard to believe that I did it. wait for my portfolio coming out soon. So I must say everything is so on point, and I'm looking forward to greater challenges as I make progress in the intermediate and advanced session. This has been enjoyable. So yeah, this is one of so many reviews. I'm picking some others. I want you to check them out too. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Yeah, so Rockpost reviews. Right. So I have no regrets in registering for this course. Every part of the lectures received has been worthwhile, and it has gotten great value from. I've gotten great value from here. I love the friendliness and prompt answers from our tutor to questions I ask. I recommend this course for anyone who desires to pursue a career in UI and UX design. All right. Looking for reviews. Okay, this is another one from Uche Alex. So despite my background in engineering, I've always loved designing and have been struggling to get on with it on my own very random tutorials online until a friend recommended Creative Ferry to me. I joined the community and that was the best decision I ever made for my designing skills. The community has helped me design better graphics. The founder who who- the founder would even call to patiently help me sort out my design challenges, and I moved on to take their UI UX class, which is the most comprehensive class I've ever come across. Creative Fairy is the most beautiful thing that's happened to my design skills, and I always wish I knew them earlier than I did. I strongly recommend them. I don't know if all of this is um if you're listening to all of these, but these are recommendations from the different students. These are their views about it. You can check out some others. I have one here from Shito Ayomide. I have another one here from Dada Shalom. Yes, so Dada Shalom is already in the advanced stage. Okay, let me show you one of our recent designs. So here is um, one of the recent designs by Dada Shalom. It's a second project in the advanced session of the UI UX course. This is very good, very wonderful. You guys can check out Creative Ferry on Instagram and have a look at this. This is also one of the designs I made for the lesson on advanced session. I know some of you would really love to replicate or create something like this. You all need to check out the specialization program, and you would really love and enjoy the whole um, the whole course. That's a promise. Okay. I don't know if I'm missing out any other thing. Yeah, so lastly, I want you all to give a shout out to Creative Ferry on Twitter, on Instagram. I want you to send in your designs. Uh, yeah, I would really love you all to send in um, your designs and all of that. It would really go a long way in for us. So we've come to the end of the free 3 days session. I don't know if anyone has questions. We're rounding off here. I'm so glad. I really appreciate those that were able to join us. Gabriel, Debbie Brown, Udrus Media, Sharon Bolwadara, Shalom Temiti, uh, Bello Josiah, Carter Charles, yeah, Omalayo, Uluwale, I am Chijams. Yes, I love you all for joining. I really appreciate you guys. So don't forget, keep sharing the video, keep inviting your friends. A lot of people would actually love this. So as said, no matter which professional path or career path you're already in, UX is a plus, it's a must know, it's something that can be applied. In the very first day, I mentioned that design is everywhere. Design is in everything you do, from waking up to brushing your teeth to arranging your room to sweeping your house, to the way you press your phone, to the way you cook. All of these things are design processes, whether you agree with me or not. But yes, it's very, very important that you know and you understand that design is in everything we do. Questions. Nobody's asking questions. Yeah. So this is final designs. Yeah, this is the final designs. The link to this particular the link to this particular design is in the description below, so you can just click on it and have a look at everything that I did here, so you'll be able to replicate each and every of these. So I'm going to clean my design board, moving all of this to my mood board. Okay, I have all that to my mood board. That's other thing. Yeah, moving all of these images to my mood board. Yeah. Okay. I mean, no questions. 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 So if there are no questions, any last comments from anybody? I'm about to round up for today. Any last comments from anyone? Yeah, if you enjoyed this 3 day session. I know Carter Charles was in first, second, and third day. Uh, I know Carter Charles was in first, second, and third day. I know Uladera was in the first, second, and third day as well. Yeah. Who else was? Yeah, I know I saw Debbie Brown. I saw Udo's Media as well. Thank you all for joining. Since there are no last comments, I think we can round up now. Yes, it's so good. Yeah, cost payment. Simply click on the link. Um, yeah, let's see. There. So once you fill out the form, someone from the academy will reach out to you, and you receive the payment link. So the cost fee is 15,000 naira. As I said, it's so affordable. 15,000 naira. So yeah, currently running a promo due to the COVID-19 situation and all of that. So now the cost goes for 15,000 naira. I would love you to take advantage of the opportunity and yes, grab the course as fast as you can. Grab the course as fast as you can. Um, questions? Yeah, thank you, Dara. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. I believe you learned a lot. You're from Uganda. Wow, that's very nice. Nice. It's so nice to have you here, Kato Charles. So nice to have you here. Yeah, I look forward to the amazing things you all will come up with. I believe this has been a very great eye opener, and yes, I would love if you all are fellow UI UX designers as well. Yes, there's a whole room empty for you all, just waiting for you all to come join. Yeah, if that will be all. Once again, I am Damilola and I am a UI UX design tutor at the Creative Ferry Academy. Creative Ferry, basically what we do is to introduce individuals and make them into professionals by introducing them to our specialization courses. And in one of the specialization courses we have, one of them is UI UX design. specialization course which I tutor at the academy. Yes, I would love you to check the description link below for the course and share it with your friends as well. It's so good having you all here. Don't forget to send a shout out or whatever you learned so far on Twitter, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and tag at Creative Ferry. Yes, so good having you here. See you all uh, next time. Bye. So rounded up 3 day session. Thank you so much for joining. See you all. Bye.